It's hard to go anywhere in the tech space without hearing something or someone's opinion about cryptocurrency. Bitcoin's rises and falls are heralded as harbingers of doom or the dawning of a new utopian digital age. I want to educate myself a bit more on cryptocurrency in a better attempt to understand it, but also so I could talk about it and explain it to you guys in an educated way, which is a big part of what we do here at Techno Buffalo. This is really the first in a series of videos trying to explain cryptocurrency. We got another one coming up going over the tech that powers it, blockchain, but for now, let's learn what the heck cryptocurrency is and how it's just way more than Bitcoin. For a lot of this video, I'm going to use the token OAK, O-A-K, from the folks at the Acorn Collective. So cryptocurrencies at their core are designed to let you store, send, and receive value, like regular money, without the need for any third parties like banks or credit card companies. There are a ton of additional advantages beyond money, but let's just start with the basics. Until cryptocurrencies came around, you needed banks, credit card companies, or third parties like PayPal or Venmo to send and receive money. These ginormous entities were necessary to do something only they could do. Verify if the person spending the money actually had it to spend. Banks can obviously do this because they hold everyone's money and they know the account balances. That makes sense. But using banks and credit cards obviously have inherent problems. You probably experienced them for yourself. Numbers can be stolen, cards can be spoofed, and they're also slow. Banks also have huge operating costs, all of which are paid for by you and the fees you pay to use their systems. You're essentially paying to have access to your own money. And for generations, we tolerated this because banks also provided interest on our money and generally kept it safe. But much like newspapers, the internet came around and changed everything. 2008 wasn't just the year we got the iPhone 3G, it's also when a mysterious person calling himself Satoshi Nakamoto invented the very first cryptocurrency, Bitcoin. To this day, Satoshi remains anonymous and nobody knows who he is or she is, and this really began the crypto revolution. While Bitcoin gets most of the press, it's far from the only cryptocurrency out there. New companies are actually turning to the crypto market to raise funds without having to give up equity like they would if they went to something like private equity funding or a VC. They do these through something called an ICO, or initial coin offering, a term you're probably starting to hear more and more, especially if you watch Silicon Valley. So a perfect example of one such company utilizing this tech is the Acorn Collective. They're using blockchain to help founders and startups find access to funding. And without the blockchain and crypto tech in general, transaction transparency would not even be remotely possible. For a company like them, they now have the ability to hold their own equity and not be beholden to a VC board of directors. They can fulfill their own vision to give everyone in the world access to crowdfunding, not just those in first world countries. And beyond that, they're offering the whole crowdfunding for free because of the crypto tech. And I'm using the Acorn Collective not just because they sponsored this video, but to show a real-world example of how crypto is empowering these companies to adhere to their vision and mission while raising their own funds. So as an entrepreneur myself who has tried to raise funds, this is a huge paradigm shift. The vision is going to essentially create a new generation of entrepreneurs and promote social enterprise. It's also pretty cool to see companies that legitimately want to do good in the world use this new technology. Crypto is essentially just leveling the playing field here, something which has been long overdue. Cryptocurrency's biggest breakthrough is that it's the first technology to solve a problem so tough, it's got its own name. It's called the double spend problem. And here's how a double spend problem works. Digital money is just a computer file, so it'd be easy for someone to just counterfeit it by copying and pasting it. But before Bitcoin, the solution was for banks or governments to keep track of the money in everybody's accounts so that nobody could spend money twice. And again, this was known as a centralized exchange. Crypto solves the double spend problem very differently. It makes all accounts and transactions public, but without revealing private details like your name. This is known as a decentralized exchange. Since account balances are public, it would be obvious if someone used the same money twice. Once a token or part of a token is sent, it's publicly added to the receiver's account, so if a scammer tries to spend their Bitcoin twice, it's easily discovered and more importantly prevented. Solving the double spend problem is a big deal. It allows cryptocurrencies like OAK to be sent directly from one person to another. They're run by the communities of their own users. There's no central authority required. All cryptocurrencies share one important feature, that you exchange money, files, and other things of value without using any third parties. Simple goal of cryptocurrencies is to put you in charge by removing power from traditional middlemen. So that was a lot, I know. It's a mouthful for a lot of you and probably opened up a lot more questions. And like I said, this is the first in a series. The next one's going to explain blockchain, but if there are other questions you want to know, let us know in the comments down below. And I want to give a gigantic, huge thank you to the Acorn Collective for believing in this idea and helping make this video possible. If you want to believe in them and think the world of crowdfunding should be open to everyone in the world regardless of country of birth, and show them your support or just learn more about their token Oak, the vision is to help smart and industrious entrepreneurs all over the world, including developing countries where they have very little options. So their main sale starts on May 26, 2018, run through the 24th of June, 2018. If you want to learn more or purchase some tokens yourself, I'll link to them down below. Hope you guys enjoyed and can very least understand crypto a bit better. Until the next one, I'm John Rettinger from Techno Buffalo.